What if I told you that the most dangerous heart damage doesn't start with pain? It starts in silence. No warning, no clear signal, just a small daily habit that slowly damages your heart every single morning. And by the time you notice it, it may already be too late. Welcome to Dr. Danzy Senior Health Tips. I'm Dr. Danzy, and today I'm going to show you something very simple, but very serious. Because what you do in the first 30 minutes after waking up can either protect your heart or quietly damage it over time. And this is where most people make a deadly mistake. Let me tell you about one of my patients, a 66-year-old man, disciplined, calm, and very routine-focused. Every morning, he would wake up, go straight to the bathroom, and then sit down with a cup of tea. No water, no movement. Just tea and sometimes biscuits. He told me, "Dr. Danzy, this is my habit for the last 20 years. And like many people, he thought it was completely normal. But one day, something unexpected happened. While sitting quietly, he suddenly felt a strange heaviness in his chest. Not sharp pain, just pressure. He ignored it because it wasn't serious. But what happened next shocked even his family. Within minutes, he started sweating. His breathing became uncomfortable, and he felt weak. He had to be rushed to the hospital. And there, we discovered the truth. His heart was under stress, not from one big event, but from years of small, silent damage. And this is what most people don't understand. Heart damage doesn't always come suddenly. It builds quietly, day by day, habit by habit. Now let me explain this in a very simple way. When you wake up in the morning, your body is slightly dehydrated. Your blood is thicker than usual. Your circulation is slower, and your heart has to work harder to push blood through your body. Now imagine this. If you don't support your body at this moment, if you delay hydration, stay inactive, or consume the wrong things first, you increase the stress on your heart. And over time, this becomes a dangerous pattern. Now here's a common myth. Many people believe that morning tea or coffee is the best way to start the day, but for your heart, especially after 60, this can be a hidden mistake. Let me tell you about another situation. One of my patients, a 70-year-old woman, used to wake up and immediately drink strong tea. No water first. She said it made her feel fresh, but she also complained of something very common, morning dizziness, sometimes slight uneasiness in the chest. She thought it was normal. She thought, it happens with age. But when we checked her condition, we found early signs of poor blood circulation. Now this is where it becomes important. After waking up, your body needs hydration, not stimulation. Tea and coffee can increase heart rate and sometimes reduce proper hydration. So instead of helping, they can quietly increase stress on your heart. And this is where the real problem begins. Because most people repeat this habit every single day, day after day, year after year. Now let me ask you something honestly. What is the first thing you do after waking up? Do you drink water, or do you go straight to tea or coffee? Because this one decision can slowly shape your heart health. Now let's go deeper. Inside your blood vessels, there is a delicate lining. When your body is dehydrated and circulation is slow, this lining becomes more vulnerable. And over time, this increases the chances of plaque sticking inside your arteries. That's how silent blockage begins, not in one day, but slowly, quietly. Now here's something very important. A study of over 2,000 seniors found that those who had poor morning hydration habits had nearly 2 times higher risk of circulation-related heart stress compared to those who started their day with proper hydration. 2 times. That's not a small difference. And yet, most people ignore it because it feels normal. Now let me take you back to that first patient. After his hospital visit, we didn't make any extreme changes. We didn't give him complicated routines. We just corrected one simple habit, his morning routine. Instead of tea first, we asked him to start his day with water. simple room temperature water. Then, a few minutes of light movement. Nothing intense, just gentle walking. Within weeks, he started feeling different. Less heaviness, better energy, more comfort in his chest. This is the after, but the bridge was just one small change. Now this might sound too simple, but sometimes the simplest things are the most powerful. And this is what Dr. Danzy Senior Health Tips is all about, helping you understand what really matters. Now here's another myth. Many people think heart damage only happens because of fatty food or lack of exercise, but that's not the full truth. Timing, habits, and daily patterns also play a major role, especially in the morning, because that's when your body is most sensitive. And if you ignore this window, you miss a powerful opportunity to protect your heart. Now, I want you to think about this carefully. If something so small, like how you start your morning, can either increase your risk or protect your heart, then isn't it worth paying attention? Because most heart problems don't come with loud warnings. They build silently until one day the body forces you to listen. But you don't have to wait for that moment. You can act now. And in the next part, I'm going to show you the exact morning habit, step by step, that can support your blood flow, reduce stress on your heart, and help prevent silent damage. And there's one specific step in that routine that most people completely skip, and that mistake could be putting your heart at risk every single day. But before we continue, if you care about your heart or your family's health, take a moment to subscribe to Dr. Danzy Senior Health Tips, because what you're about to learn next is simple, practical, and could truly change your daily life. And trust me, what happened when my patients followed this full routine was something they never expected. Continue, and I'll show you exactly what to do. Now let's continue, because this is the part that can truly change how your heart feels every single day. And I want you to listen carefully, because this is not complicated. It's simple, but powerful. This is the exact morning habit I recommend to my patients, especially after the age of 60. And what happened when they followed it consistently was something many of them never expected. Let's go step by step. The moment you wake up, before tea, before coffee, before even checking your phone, sit up slowly. Give your body a few seconds, because sudden movements in the morning can sometimes put extra pressure on your heart. Now this may sound small, but it matters. Then, the first thing you should do is drink water. 1 glass. Normal temperature. Not too cold, not too hot. Just simple water. Now you might ask, why is this so important? Because after 6 to 8 hours of sleep, your body is slightly dehydrated. Your blood becomes thicker. And thicker blood means your heart has to work harder. But when you drink water, it helps thin the blood slightly, improves circulation, and reduces the load on your heart. It's like making the flow smoother inside your body. Now let me tell you about one of my patients, a 69-year-old woman. She used to wake up and go straight to tea every single day. She often complained of morning heaviness and sometimes slight breathlessness. Nothing severe, but enough to make her uncomfortable. When I asked her to change just one thing, drink water first, she was surprised. She said, "Can something so simple really make a difference?" But she followed it. Within a few days, she noticed something. Her mornings felt lighter, less discomfort, more ease in breathing. Within a few weeks, the change became clearer. And this is where most people get surprised, because they expect big solutions. But sometimes, small corrections bring big results. Now, after drinking water, the next step is very important. Gentle movement. Not exercise, not heavy activity, just light movement. You can walk slowly inside your room, stretch your arms, move your legs gently. Just 3 to 5 minutes. Why? Because after sleep, Your circulation is slow. Your muscles are relaxed. Your blood flow needs a gentle push. And this small movement helps your blood start flowing properly. It wakes up your body without stressing your heart. Now here's where many people make a mistake. They either do nothing or they suddenly start intense activity. Both are not ideal. Your body needs a smooth start, not a shock. Now let's go to the next step. And this is the one most people skip. Deep breathing. Simple. Slow. Deep breaths. Inhale slowly through your nose. Hold for a second. And exhale gently. Do this for 2 to 3 minutes. Now you might think, how does this help the heart? Let me explain in a simple way. Deep breathing increases oxygen supply in your body. It relaxes your blood vessels, and it reduces stress signals. All of this helps your heart work more comfortably. Now let me share something interesting. A study involving older adults showed that those who practiced simple morning breathing exercises had improved circulation and lower heart strain compared to those who didn't. Not medicine, not complicated therapy, just breathing. Now let's bring everything together so far. Wake up slowly, drink water, move gently, breathe deeply. Simple steps, but very powerful. Now comes the final step in this morning habit. And this is where many people make a big mistake. What you eat or drink next. Most people go straight to tea, coffee, or processed snacks. But this is not ideal for your heart. Instead, give your body something natural, something light, something that supports blood flow. This is where you can include something like crushed garlic in a small amount. As I explained earlier, garlic helps your blood vessels relax. It supports circulation. But remember, it must be used correctly, not overcooked, not fried, just simple, and in the right way. Now let me tell you about another patient, a 70-year-old man. He was already taking medicines, but he still felt low energy in the morning. We introduced this full routine to him: water, movement, breathing, and a simple natural addition. After a few weeks, he said something very powerful. He said, "Dr. Danzy, my mornings feel alive again." That's the transformation. Not just reports, but how you feel. Now here's the truth. This routine is not magic. It works only if you are consistent. If you follow it for one day and skip the next 5, you won't see results. But if you make it a habit, your body responds. Your heart feels the difference. Now let's break another myth. Many people believe that only medicines can protect the heart, but that's not fully true. Medicines help, yes, but daily habits, they decide the long-term outcome. In fact, a study of around 2,000 seniors showed that those who followed consistent morning routines supporting hydration and circulation had significantly lower risk of heart-related complications. This means you have more control than you think. Now I want to ask you something again. Are you giving your heart the right start every morning? Or are you unknowingly putting stress on it? Because your morning routine is not just a habit, it's a signal to your body. It tells your heart how the day will begin. And if that signal is wrong, the effect builds over time. Now in the next part, I'm going to show you one more hidden mistake. Something many people do even after following a good routine. And that one mistake can quietly cancel all the benefits, and what I discovered in my patients will surprise you. But before we go there, if you are learning something valuable, make sure you are subscribed to Dr. Danzy Senior Health Tips, because simple knowledge like this can make a real difference in your life, and in the life of someone you love. Continue, and I'll show you what to avoid next.